Hey y'all, James Pugh here. Got out to the range Friday. Did a range trip. The 35 and 30-06, prepping for deer season. A lot of guys out there shooting down the 100-yard range, shooting their big bore rifles. Guy with a really nice custom Mauser. A lot of other guys shooting 350 Legends. Couldn't get any of that brass. Nobody was really dropping. They were all pocketing it, putting it back in their case. So they're probably most of the guys shooting those guns are old timers and some younger guys, but they're probably all reloading like we are. But did get some brass from a kid that was shooting next to me. He's a young college kid. He don't reload. He said his friend does, or his friend's dad does, but he was just going to toss his brass away. And I told him, hey, you're going to throw that brass away. I'll take it. So, thing of this video is, if you're at the range shooting, talk to some guys at the range, support your Second Amendment, and do some talking. Tell these guys that are just tossing their brass, hey, you don't reload, I'll take that, or hey, keep that brass and maybe give it to a friend you know that reloads. So just tossing that brass. A lot of guys will just toss it in the bins for brass scrap. I happened to walk away with this brass on Friday. If anybody's looking for this kind of brass, let me know. I'll be more willing to trade it off. Walked away with a handful FC 308 brass and a big handful of Barnes 308 brass. He was shooting all copper bullets. Here's that head stamp on that one, guys. Barnes 308. Here's that FC. Here's a young kid just shooting away. Shooting 22 and shotgun and with slugs and shooting some 308. Here's my stack of 30-06 I was shooting, guys. That's not for grabs. That's going to be reloaded here. I did send some 30-06 off the MCK a while ago, but that was before I got a 30-06. But those ones are going by my spread, my stockpile reloading. Also got 3 rounds of Remington 30-06 from another guy. He was shooting a pump 30-06. He just left it lay on the ground, so I took it. Shot 35 Remington also. Shot a mix of 200 grain FTX and some Remington 200 grain flat points. Here's one Remington that I'm kind of irritated about. Not Remington, but FTX Hornady I'm irritated about. It did not go off. I hit that primer 4 times and it would not go off. If anybody ask, I will be reloading here 35 here soon. I was talking to Jamie about that in CW. And that's a big bag of 35 Remington brass that I got. Got that from a family member. There's a lot there. A lot of mixed Winchester, Federal, Remington. It's a big bag of mixed brass. The thing of this story is, if you're at the range, talk to people. You never know what you're going to find, know what you're going to get and walk away with. I've got lucky a few times. I also saved the guy from wasting his 300 blockout brass. His buddy was sitting next to him, was picking it and just throwing it. I'm like, whoa, don't throw that brass. Just from the range, that brass is worth some money. I said 300 blackout's hard to find and it's hard to get. You're just making your own, cutting down 223s. And then one kid's like, hey, I'll take my brass. So he was picking his own brass up. He was shooting a 300 blackout pistol with a suppressor on it. So it's cool to sit there and watch that guy shoot and watch his shoot. I had my blackout with me, but I had problems with it. It would not cycle. I could not get the bolt to close on it properly. The fire, it just kept, for some reason my bolt just kept dragging, would not go home all the way. Every time I released, it would just go really slow and stop, or I would slam it home and it would not go home all the way. But if I brought it home and then just slammed it, pulled it and slammed it, pointed downward, it would just go home. So I don't know what's going on with that gun. That gun might need to be cleaned. Maybe it needs oiled. I did fix the spring and buffer in it. And how it's buffer as it should, and set up how it is right now, that thing should be going home pretty quick. So I'm not sure what's going on with that gun. Gotta take a look at it and see what's going on with it. But that's all, guys. Just want to give you a quick reminder. Talk to people on the range. You never know what you're going to walk away with, especially brass wise. Remember one time I was talking to a kid on the range a while ago. I can't remember. It was a few years ago. He gave me half a box of 243, not even fired. I said, "Here, I don't own a 243 anymore. You can have it." It was in his range bag. So you never know. Bullshit. Talk to people. Support your Second Amendment. There's a lot of people out there that are 2A. They're willing to. Just gonna be willing to say something to them. That's all, guys. Have a nice night. We'll talk to you later. Support your 2A and love everyone.